Progressive with FNN, Feminist News Network, that feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye in the holiday room, giving you that soulful news you need. Honey, you better get some of this. Yes, indeed. Now, what is it I want to talk to you about today? What is going on? Cornel West. And what is Cornel West doing? Talking on Piers Morgan, this independent that is got a jazz quartet of a team after getting rid of Peter Dow, who resigned in October 28th of 2023, is now reappearing. More than just saying why he left on status quo. And what is he talking about? He's talking about Gaza and what's going on with Gaza. So let's take a listen, then discuss.
As you know, I've called for Netanyahu and the IDF to be brought before the ICC, the International Criminal Court, Article 6, 7, and 8, crime of genocide, crime against humanity, and war crime. And what I mean by that is we need to live in a world in which we fundamentally believe that Palestinian suffering has the same value as Jewish suffering has the same value as Palestinian suffering. If this were a Palestinian occupation and domination, a Palestinian genocide against Jews in which there were nearly 8,000 precious Jewish babies killed in 50 days, we'd have a qualitatively different discussion, qualitatively different response. And I believe Biden, Harris, Austin, we can go right down the line, Kirby, Blinken, they are complicitous with Israel's war crimes against the Palestinians. Has Hamas committed war crimes? Absolutely, they've committed war crimes, but not crimes of genocide. And when Netanyahu invokes Amalek, 1 Samuel 15:3, in the biblical text, and I speak as a Christian, I know the difference between those divine sanctioned genocidal commands. Kill every woman, kill every child in order to procure our end. He's invoked a number of times. October 28th, he's invoked Amalek. That's genocidal intent. And this genocidal attack flowing from that intent. We have to have a moral consistency across the board. Every baby, no matter who they are in the world, have the same value.
Let me go to Eugene then.
Hamas is very much like the Jewish Ergon, which was a terrorist group responding to vicious British imperialism that killed innocent Arabs. Every resistance movement against colonialism, domination, and oppression, apartheid-like conditions, you have nonviolent streams, you have nonviolent streams. The first intifada was nonviolent. The second one was primarily nonviolent, only with rocks. And what did JFK say? When you make nonviolent revolution impossible, you make violent revolution inevitable. You have with the Jewish Ergon, there's always been terrorist expression. The problem is the IDF, which comes out of Jabotinsky, which was tied to the Jewish and terrorist history, and this is a part of Jewish history. It's not all. There's been the Einsteins and the Albert Magnus and others who call for very different things. But when I hear my brother Eugene say they've only killed Hamas, they killed 2 Christian women in front of a church, a mother and a grandmother. You mean almost 8,000 children are being shielded by Hamas? Do you really believe the world is going to think that's serious? These justifications are as weak as pre-sweetened Kool-Aid when we see the massive suffering of precious Palestinians who are innocent. So this notion that somehow you can continue to put forward these lies, though, Brother Eugene, the world is no longer convinced.
Okay,
and you know this is true within the Jewish community.
I've got to leave the debate. I'm sorry, we've run out of time.
Now, I know you saw it. I know you heard it. And if you watched the Piers Morgan segment with Cornel West, the full segment, I'm not going to show the other guy because he was no good. He was talking trash. Now, this is what I'm going to say. And Cornel has already said most of it, but let me add this. Let me say it not in a way Gerald Horne would say it, but the way the Soulful Progressive would say it. Now listen, 20,000 plus dead. Only 6,000 plus were actually Hamas. You cannot call the civilian population terrorists and shields and use that as an excuse for what you're doing. It's wrong. The world has turned against them. The EU is in a tizzy of a mess. And the only thing that keeps it going on is this coon that's sitting up in the UN, putting blackface on the world order, saying veto. You would think somebody in his family or somebody that he knows or him himself would say, look, man, don't do that. What is wrong with you? You know your mama is turning in her grave over the way you are acting. We did not come this far for you to act a coon like that and create the mass atrocities you are doing. Where is the black man that will act right, the black woman that would say the right thing? This is a abomination that they would hire or even get this person to be on the UN. And we're talking about Greenfield. And we're talking about James, the other man that's in there. And it's wrong, and it's gonna be wrong. But nobody wants to speak up. Nobody wants to talk about it. Cornel West isn't talking about it. But he is saying what's right in regards to Gaza during the holidays. Because there isn't no holiday as long as we're going through what we're going through. What is this background? A mess? A wasted opportunity? But I'm using it to do this news because it needs to be said that there ain't no real holiday as long as they're calling genocide war. And I mean that. And if you agree with me, leave those comments below and let me know at FeministNewsN at gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and that Facebook page. And remember, I'm that Soulful Progressive on Twitter. Got that the day on Blogger. And, you know, I'm on Twitter and all that other stuff, but rarely, you know. But if you care to get me a cup of coffee or help me into the new year, it is Venmo at Skye Soulful Progressive. Mahalo nui loa and kali maka in advance. Now, remember, during this era of hate, we all got to participate so we can stop this genocide in Gaza while they ignore Sudan with 4 million people already displaced. Amen. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Peace.